What is up, y'all? Welcome back to week 10 of the Vastaya division. This is That Woo Brandon casting alongside Gundo. And could you tell me about the blue side, Gundo?
Yeah, Brandon, we're here again, back at it. Another week of the Gold Conference. It is the final week of play, and I will gladly give you the rundown over here for the blue side. For the lean guys over there, it's Kuriko in the top lane playing Ornn, Smoke Lean in the jungle playing Volibear, DSL in the mid lane playing Anivia, 80 carry, and Timbits down in the bot lane playing Tristana and Nautilus. So good rounded out comp here with a big beefy front line to support those two hyper carries in the back line.
And right now, I mean, they're going for it all five, and we'll see if it kind of goes through. But on the red side, forget Money Boys. We got Emery's up in the top lane going Poppy. We got Lord Zoten going Braum. Actually, I would have to move this around unless it actually is a Braum. Nope, Braum jungle. Braum is not the jungle. It's literally the jungle. Braum's going to be support with Draven, and then Vel'Koz mid. Let me change these around real quick. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a little confused there for a bit, but we're all good to go now.
Yeah, we're all back into it. No early shenanigans to start this one off. And just to give you the continuing of the rundown over there for the Get Money Boys, it's Emery's up there in the top lane on the Poppy. L Big Daddy 28 on the Nidalee. Cold Flow in the mid lane playing Vel'Koz. Kami Toshiro in the 80 carry role alongside Lord Zoten playing that Draven and Braum duo. So aggressive bot lane down there for themselves, but that's not to say that Tristana and Nautilus cannot output some damage as well.
I was going to say, it's going to be a crazy bot lane is looking like, because Nautilus is going to try and just fly in there. Tristana's going to jump in when she can, and I think it's going to be very explosive down there. But, oh, here it goes.
Yeah, that was the first hook off onto Kami Toshiro. Not going to mean the most, but you can see that damage coming out from Tristana. There's a reason why she's such high priority in the current stage of the meta. Very strong champion there, and you see 80 carry just throwing pot shots in onto Lord Zot in there, chunking them down quite a bit there. Level 2 hit here for the bot lane of Lean. Now they're trying to go in. They find the hook back on a Lord Zot, and he's going to get real low. One more auto attack will do it. That's going to be the first blood flash in for nothing, though. From 80 carry, he would have died at that explosive charge anyway, but still, securing the kill there in the bot lane are the Lean boys. That's a 400 gold picked up onto the Tristana at the 2-minute mark. Here is El Big Daddy, though, trying to find something. Timbits is trying to go back in. That's a big flash already from El Big Daddy. Now Kami Toshiro is alone in this 1v2. Oh my gosh, that's both flashes blown from the side of Get Money Boys. Not feeling too good after that gank or that bot lane from the side of Get Money Boys. So overall, losing out pretty bad at the 3-minute mark in this game.
Yeah, and if the Nidalee Spear would have gone through, it just hooked the last minion barely. Then I think it would have hit.
Oh my
god! No way.
Does she get it? One more auto attack would have done
No.
it. 80 carry so low. A couple more auto attacks will do it, but he blocks it in time. The Emery's on the back side of that. TP's in to secure the double kill. Wow, that's 2 more kills going back to Get Money Boys.
Gosh, I mean, that's what you like to see. And then El Big Daddy might be in trouble here against this big bear in the jungle.
Yeah, it just gets away barely, but that bot lane, volatile as ever. Poppy picking up the double kill on the back side of that. Not even going to lose that much on this top side. Ornn can't really push in that fast. And Smoke Lean over here just bullying down El Big Daddy. He's not able to get anything done. Smoke Lean is here, though. Finds a flash Q. Thuttering smash on the Cold Flow to just stun him up, but it's not going to be the most just yet. Still at the flash. Smoke Lean is getting real low here. A little bit more damage will do it. He is at about 5 HP. The spear barely misses him. And that chicken almost came in for the auto attack to finish him off. But Smoke Lean is being a little bit greedy here. He has 20% HP and he's still down here. But Ornn is here to protect his jungler. El Big Daddy is getting real low. The E in there from Ornn was not able to land. Cold Flow on the other side trying to land that knockup. But Kuriko is getting real low as well. Emery's just trying to look for some more. But he gets stopped by that wall from Anivia. Can't get over it at all right now. Emery's just applying so much pressure on this top side. And El Big Daddy and the rest of the Get Money Boys went out on that skirmish.
Man, I mean, that was just elongated one thing after another, but Emery's just hungry. I mean, you got to double kill his Poppy, especially going against an Ornn. You feel like you can kind of do whatever, because Ornn's going to stay up there as long as he needs. He might go through teleport. Oh, and here comes Emery's for it.
Oh, wow. Emery's just doing a lot of damage on this Poppy. He already has that Bomby Cinder. And Brandon, this is just turning out to be a bloodbath. It's 4 minutes into the game. There's 4 kills already. We might be looking at a kill a minute here. The gold is almost dead even just because the side of Get Money Boys have just not been farming. They've been only looking for kills here, but
Oh no,
so
they're
far
farming. They're just farming kills. That's what's going down here. Because I mean, Poppy, I'm telling you, you get the Bomby Cinder, you're kind of just take control of the lane right there because he has his corrupting pots to keep it even longer. He's walking around with 3-0, feeling on top of things right now, getting that smart TP down bot just to get the double kill. Also attacking the jungle, like pinning him up against the wall and being like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm bloodthirsty. Here it goes." So I mean, if I'm Emery's, I'm walking around with some swag on this Summoner's Rift right now.
Yeah, the get money boys over there on the red side feeling themselves. While they gave away that first blood on that bot side, it has really not meant anything at all. They got to shut down on the Tristana very early on, so she's not going to be able to collect that bounty money. And the Draven here has still been able to stabilize. He was not the one to die in that lane earlier. Already has his Vamp Scepter. Is looking pretty good, stacking up his passive there. So when he does get to cash out, it's going to be quite a bit of gold into his back pocket for Kami Toshiro. So we'll see if the bot lane from Get Money Boys can make anything happen. For now, Lord Zotin is taking a pretty bad trade on this bot side. Gets hooked back in. Kami Toshiro could very find a kill. That's a jump in from Tristana. Now she's going to be able to find that first kill. Timbits picks up the kill at the end with the Ignite there. And now it's the second kill down there for the bot side of Lean Smokers over there on the blue side. Timbits is just landing these hook. It's like a point and click ability. Here goes 80 carry. Finds one, jumps out, and he picks up a second kill on that bot side. So they're even up the kill score, a kill per minute, Brandon, and it's not going to stop.
Yeah, and they just keep going. I mean, it wouldn't be the Vastaya division if it wasn't like this. And that's what it is. High energy, just kill after kill after kill. But right now, I mean, it's tough being that Braum down there in the bot lane.
Oh, Timbits looking for the hook, but 80 carry is still very, very strong. He jumps in, but he has no way out. El Big Daddy picking up a kill onto him. The spear is going to land, finds a double kill. Poked him right in the butt there at the end. Was not able to get away, and that's a second double kill there for the other side. Get Money Boys feeling good after that double kill on the bot side. Nidalee is going to be able to scale off of that, pick up a lot of extra gold, feeling real good. And now they're going to be able to turn this objective on the bot side into that first Mountain Dragon.
I mean, as one time, I think it's going to start going one way to Lean Smokers, and then Get Money Boys just pops up out of nowhere and be like, "Yep, nice double kill, thanks." Like, it's just one thing after another. It's going to be the push and pull the whole game. But I think it's really going to be how the ADCs capitalize that's going to really carry this way forward. Because we've already seen, actually, Coldflow is in very dangerous trouble right there. Like, Coldflow tried to 1v2 just out of nowhere, and if El Big Daddy wasn't there to help him out on that one, it would have been way detrimental to the team. But it's also super hard to be Braum down here in this bot lane because Nautilus always wants to go in. Tristana's going to be able to jump on you. You can land your passive, but it still takes 4 hits. With Draven, you're not going to be able to pop the passive as much just because you're not hitting as fast compared to a Tristana or like an MF that you have on your side. So it's going to be pretty tricky, but I mean, with El Big Daddy helping out down here, I think they'll be able to capitalize back for it. But I mean, 80 carry on Tristana. Tristana's a very slimy, crazy ADC right now in the meta.
Yeah, there's a reason why she's top tier, right? Almost making it 100% presence throughout the playoffs around the world in the pro leagues and things like that. So it's no surprise we're seeing her here right now. She does have her summoner spells back up. Timbits is just looking to land these hooks left and right, but El Big Daddy hovering here for his bot lane, not wanting to let them get in harm's way. Smoke Lean on the top side, stealing away the red buff over there, though, in the meantime. So it looks like a split map for the side of Get Money Boys. They want to focus down here on this bot side. They do not want to let this Tristana get off to the races. So smart game plan out of them. And while this is all happening, Poppy is on the other side, but hold that thought because here comes the enemy team. They're all going in. Lean is able to make that one happen already, but now the rest of the Get Money Boys are there. Emery's on the top side, in 1v2, just makes it casually get away. El Big Daddy is trying to look for some more. Timbits is just looking for blood. This is a support versus jungler, and it does not look like that at all. Timbits picks up a second one, and now Coldflow and Lord Zotin are here to pick up the rest of the scraps. Lord Zotin is alone in the mid lane. Poppy just randomly dies. Emery's is going to go down. DSL picks up a kill for himself, and at the end of the day, it's still dead even in the kill department. This game is just a bloodbath.
My gosh, this has been a game. I mean, they're just as it was fighting out in bot lane. Our camera pans back all the way to the jungle. They're freaking 1v2ing right now. Emery said, "Get out of my face" with the ult, and then comes back down to the bot lane. Like it's action. Everyone loves to see it. This is the stuff that we live for. This is League of Legends. It's just like at the craziest amount that can happen having right now. And since it's so even 6-6 with kills, one drag to the side, the only thing you have to worry about is the CS department because they are up 2k gold right now on the side of Lean Smokers.
Yeah, Lean Smokers are feeling pretty good with the gold lead that they have been able to secure, but Kuriko might be able to give us some of that weight into the back, into the pockets of Get Money Boys. Cold Flow trying to just casually 1v2 against DSL and his jungler there. And now Timbits is here. This support has been on fire for the side of Lean Smokers. Picks up another kill, just smacks the Vel'Koz in the face, blows up his eyeball. And while all that happens, they're able to pick up that Rift Herald there while the whole shenanigans in the top side were happening. So feeling pretty good if you are the side of Lean Smokers over here on the blue side, able to secure a kill and get that Rift Herald on the back side of that.
And I mean, that's ADC knot right there. But the thing is, for the side of Lean Smokers, having that bounty on the knot, no matter what, with Timbits will go down sooner or later. Just being the support, being the front line, getting this engages on whenever it gets to team fights, like that bounty will be cashed in. Unless he proves me wrong, it just goes flawless from here on out, going ADC knot or something. But like it's gonna go around back, so the gold might shift a little bit more that way. But they're still sitting on this consistent 2k gold lead right now on the side of Lean Smokers. Now, looking at both sides, who do you think kind of lasts a little bit better going to the late game? Because I'm looking at both sides, and obviously the side of Kirko's got Ornn, so him being able to get these 3 items later onto his team if they just survive laning phase, and they're doing a great job for it, I think it could be very dangerous for the side of Get Money Boys.
Yeah, Get Money Boys are kind of in this weird trough of where if they didn't really get off the feet early with that Draven, they're not gonna have this late game insurance from their AD carry, right? But DSL and Kuriko are on this top side, don't not to mention Smoke Lean. That W comes up from the Poppy to stop them up, but it's not gonna be anything when everybody's on top of you. The Whirling Death comes out just to get some extra damage down. Draven not able to do much. The hook comes out once again. Timbits has been on fire with those. Has not missed one of those. But going back to your point there, Brandon, I think I just got to give it over here to Lean Smokers on the blue side. They're just doing so much with their goal lead, and that does not mean anything at all because Kami Toshiro is just going to get blown up. Timbits on the backside, just taking the turret. And Lord Zon is now stuck under the tower. A hook's
No
going to
way.
land another one. It's like it's point and click, baby. That's another kill going over to the Tristana. Emery's is once again TPing down here, but 80 Crary is looking to fight. He wants to make this one happen, but Emery's is just doing so much damage on this Poppy with just tank items. 80
Oh,
carry has to try and find his way out of it. The Q is going to land. One more auto attack will do it. The auto comes out. Just disrespect shield throw there from Emery's. Finding another kill back for himself. But that is a TP blown from the Poppy, so it isn't going to have it for this, these next objectives are coming up in about 5 minutes. But the side of Get Money Boys are ready for this dragon on the bot side.
and they're just going to try and burn it as fast as they can. But if you can see Timbits making his way this way, also with DSL, might be in a little trouble. It's sitting at 2,000. They're not doing the damage. Here comes the pings. Here comes the TP top from Kirko.
Yeah,
And
Kuriko TPing in to get there before the fight starts. Lord Zion now frontlining for the rest of the team. They want this dragon. Get Money Boys want to start to stack those up, but here comes the Stormbringer. Smoke Lean is into the back line. Stunts up Cold Flow. Cold Flow is still only level 8. The Orange Horde comes across the team and only lands on one. El Big Daddy on the backside trying to execute somebody, but Emery's in the front line trying to do his best to stay alive. Lord Zion as well. This is just a 5v5. Nobody has gone down just yet. The hook lands onto the Vel'Koz. Cold Flow, one more auto tech would do it. Here comes AD Carry. Emery's the first one to pick up the kill. Now he's trying to stay alive. Picks up the one back onto Ornn. El Big Daddy's trying to run away, but Emery's might be going down as well. AD Carry on the backside. Kami Toshiro could be going down as well, but he finds one back. Shut down onto the Tristana. That's a lot of gold going into his back pocket, but a double kill for DSL. Timbits flashing over the wall to hook a wolf there. Smoke Lean stealing it away with that smite to end it all. I would have not wanted to see it end any other way, Brandon. That was just a bloodbath. 3 for 2, excuse me, at the end of the day. Barely getting away are the side of the rest of the Get Money Boys, and now they get their consolation prize on the side of Lean Smokers. They get that dragon, and they win that extra gold and team fight.
And no way they go back into this dragon pit. Like, they have to realize now, like, after that, the gold now is at a 6k gold difference. Even though it's been a bloodbath and they've been going back and forth getting these kills, the side of Lean Smokers has been able to capitalize on it a little bit more. Not talking really with dragon, but talking with moving the gold around on the team, that it's not just so focused on one person. Because we look on the side of Get Money Boys, Emery's is huge. But wouldn't you like to see 6 kills on top of the Draven instead of the Poppy all the time?
Yeah, 100%. But DSL is perfectly safe here. Still has that egg form left available. Emery's now having a flash over the wall. Does not get anything for his troubles down there on the bot side in a 1v4. But yeah, Brandon, going back to your point here, you really want that gold on your carries here. You see that Vel'Koz about 20 CS down, the Draven 30 CS down. So these gold leads are starting to wind up around the map here for the carries of the side of lean smokers. They're just not able to do a whole lot so far in this game. Haven't been able to get into those fights, and Emery's has found double kills twice. And honestly, for finding those double kills, is still barely tied against his Ornn in gold. In CS, the Ornn is definitely winning here. A level up, feeling real good on himself. So we'll see what this ends up being. But for now, the side of lean smokers are definitely ahead in this game. Are feeling real good at this 15-minute mark.
Yes, and I'm just looking at these kind of builds right now because Tristana already has Kraken Slayer. Draven's still lagging behind, doesn't have his pickup yet on the side of Get Money Boys. But the Vel'Koz and the Nidalee are the big AP damage that will help them out later on. They just got to get it going a little bit more now. Like Nidalee's got to farm up a bit. I mean, you pick in Italy, you want to get these early engages, these early ganks, and trying to just get like hyper carry mode off of that because it did go Dark Harvest. So he's trying to build stacks, trying to get his damage up, trying to keep going. So if El Big Daddy and also Code Flow start trying to pick up their damage a bit by keeping the CS going and keeping the farm and playing a little bit smarter, it'll probably work out for the side of Get Money Boys for at least the damage aspect.
Yeah, they'll eventually get there, right? They have that cause, like you said, they have the Italy to find those extra damages at the later stages, but for now, they're just such in this gold deficit that it's hard to get out of. There's 5k gold exactly here. Emery's is really their only strongest member. Draven still has yet to finish his item, and honestly, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, and we got kind of interrupted by these big skirmishes. But the comp difference is just too big here, in my opinion. You got the Ornn, you got the Volibear, you got this big beefy front line with these two hybrid carries to stand behind, and now Smoke Lean is just going in. Lord Zon not able to do anything. Stunning up the tower is the Volibear. Another hook is going to land onto the Draven. Timbits is finding some extra damage here. He's going to go down, but he takes one with him, and now he's able to find that kill on that bot side. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 for the side of lean smokers over here. Now Cold Flow is going to be in the worst spot he's ever seen himself. AD carry blows him up. Already having that Kraken Slayer finish, just having so much burst damage on that Vel'Koz.
I mean, Cold Flow found out that he was just walking in the wrong hood at that time because it just so happened that that was not his jungle anymore. Sadly, for the side of Get Money Boys, but with that many people down bot and resources, they're really shoving this lane like all the way through because mid lane hasn't even been taken down, and Bill Big Daddy might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, he fails to hop over the wall. Has to use the flash. Not going to be feeling too good after that one, man. They do have the Rift Arrow here on the side of Get Money Boys, but at this point, there's no more plays to take. Only that mid lane is really low here for the side of lean smokers. And now Timbits, this man is on fire. Finds the hook, finds the death charge. DSL going in with them. That support mid lane duo have just found a lot of kills in this mid lane so far. And now DSL is able to pick up this tower here. Just finish it off here alongside Timbits down here. So they're feeling real good after that one. Dragon's not going to be spawning for another minute here, so that kill isn't going to be the most except for the tower, but still that's extra gold into the back pockets of this Anivia.
And if you look at Timbits, like you think, man, this guy's zooming. Like, how's this guy moving around so fast? You think he's got Mobies? No, he's got Boots of Lucidity. Like that's what's also crazy. I mean, he's probably throwing these hooks out because he gets it like every 8 seconds back at it. So if you miss on the first one,
Oh, 80 carry, 2 levels up. Kami Toshiro does not stand a chance, just autoing him down until he explodes. Finding that solo kill on the bot side. Smoke Lean and Emery's are here trying to make this kill happen, but Smoke Lean is just not doing that much damage just yet. DSL not really able to get his damage down. So still, it's just big advantages around the map for Lean Smokers. They're not feeling too bad.
And right now the gold difference is just huge. Like it's really getting into a snowball now right now. And they really need to put some forces into this bot lane right here, just trying to pick up some of this gold from them. Or even mid lane on Nivea. Nivea's not very mobile. You send 3 up there, you get your shutdown gold for 500. You add a death on there, you add a timer, the dark seal goes down. Like it's a way to start trying to find these picks, but I know it's so hard to try and move around this map when the side of Lean Smokers is just like pretty much invading the whole entire side with these first tier towers down. It has lost a lot of movement for the side of Get Money Boys.
Yeah, Get Money Boys have not been able to pressure as the side of Lean Smokers have. Emery's just in the front line trying to do his best to tank for his team. The Death Charge comes out onto Toshiro over there. El Big Daddy might be going down. The auto attack to finish him off. Smoke Lean already picks up the first. Lord Zion on the backside trying to front line for his team. But it's not going to mean anything. Smoke Lean still taking up 2 members. Emery's just here trying to find the kills. Not able to make it happen. AD carry over the wall onto Emery's already. Used that explosive charge. Picks up one with the buster shot on the backside. Picks up a third one, but that's actually DSL stealing it away. Does not want to give him the glory. Kuriko now flashing in, jumping in with that searing charge. That's a triple kill for 80 carry and an ace for the side of the Lean Smokers. These guys are unstoppable. Almost 11,000 gold in the lead at the 20-minute mark. This one just might be done and dusted here.
And right now, it's a mountain decline. But, I mean, if the side of Lean Smokers kind of gets laxed with this lead and kind of drops a 50-50 on Baron, maybe with them making this way, and maybe a steal, like some things can still happen. But it's a really steep hill right now to kind of climb up for the side to get money, boys. But there is shutdown gold all over their team. It's all there. And there's another TP coming to try and melt down this Baron. They're almost done with it. And I think Get Money Boys can't contest it just because they're just too powerful right now. And they probably don't even know what's happening until right now, where it says blue team is slain.
Yeah, they steal that Baron right under their noses. Get Money Boys not able to do anything except use this Rift Herald in the mid lane. Try and get a consolation prize on the backside. But Kuriko is trying his best to defend here. Very, very tanky Ornn here. Still not even going down, just taking up 2 members. The Life Orb Disintegration Ray just melts them down, turns them into dust. Disintegrates them into little tiny minuscule pieces. And now the Rift Herald is going to get this charge out. DSL trying to stop it, but it isn't going to be able to be done here. The hook does land onto the Vel'Koz. 80 carry going into the back line. Cold Flow is already down. Lord Zon is going to be the second. This Tristana is on fire, baby. Man, 3 items. 12 kills for his team, 158 CS. I think we're looking at our MVP here, Brandon. I don't see any other member who has been performing since the beginning, except maybe Timbits alongside him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, watch out for the Timbits. I mean, show this man some support, some love, because this man's been hooking like crazy. Like, this man has not he missed like 1 or 2 that we've seen, but ultimately, early on the game, he was not missing. As you said, like, he's a point and click ability for him. Like, he's been playing very well with his Nautilus, and I mean with the Nivea too as well, able just to keep the flow up. Like, usually when Nivea's in this, if there's assassins in the game at all, like, a Nivea doesn't get to live. Like, maybe without Big Daddy jumping on him a little bit more, was able to a little bit more interference in the mid lane instead of at the bot lane. Maybe could have changed a little bit there, but it's just so hard because the side of Lean Smokers, like, each person in their team right now is very powerful, or at least takes a while to take down. Because earlier, it was a 2v1 against Smoke Lean, and Emery's and the side of Cammy were there trying to take him down, and it took forever to where the whole team was able just to catch up to them in the bot lane again. So it's just gonna be really hard for them. They got to keep their time, try and space them out. Don't let them get on top of them the whole time. Oh, I didn't even see El Big Daddy there. That's crazy.
He's just behind enemy lines, trying to stay alive. Smoke Lean into the back line onto Cold Flow, but now he has been spotted out. We'll see if they end up killing him as well, but that's going to be 1 dead eyeball man. He's going to go down. That's a 5-man knockaway there from Emery. He's able to stay alive here, but he is still stuck against this wall, trying his best to just not get locked up here. The Death Charge comes out to knock him up. That is going to be a dead Poppy as well. Emery's not able to stay alive at all. That's your tankiest member, and he was just turned to pieces. Kuriko now here trying to stop El Big Daddy as well. The knockup is going to come out. Timbits is here as well. El Big Daddy gets locked up by the auto attack from the Nautilus. The hook lands as well. That's another kill for Timbits. This Nautilus is also on fire. When your support's got the second most kills in the game, you got to think that he's just been popping off. Another hook flash in. Lord Zon is going to get locked up here. DSL walling him off. Smoke Lean auto attacking him with the Thundering Smash, trying to stop him from getting away. But that Braum is just a little too tanky to kill right now.
Yeah, and I mean, with the CC on the side of Lean Smokers, I didn't really think about this, but I mean, Timbits has a dead man's plate right here. He said, "Sup, not me."
Yeah, not me, says the Nautilus. Now the rest of the front line from the side of Lean Smokers are just wailing on these turrets, wanting to end this game early on. They don't want to go to even 30 minutes. Timbits finds another hook. Lord Zon trying to stay alive, but he cannot. 80 carry just in a 1v1 against a top laner. Picks up a first kill. El Big Daddy trying to stay alive. DSL uses the Zongi just barely to keep it alive. Neither go down, and that's going to be the end of the game. Lean Smokers will continue the reign over the Vastaya Conference in the Gold Division, and at 9-1. I believe, and feeling real good after this week going into playoffs.
Yep, and it was a crazy bloodbath at the beginning of this game, and it was back and forth, pulling and pushing. But the side of Lean Smokers was able, whenever they pulled, was able to then grab their pool, not just do it one way, but start spreading it throughout their team. And they were just able to execute a little bit more to where the members on the side of Get Money Boys needed to start a lot earlier, and it just couldn't get the ball rolling at a certain point to where it became the snowball that it was in this one. But we'll be right back for the next game up, and we'll see you in a bit. So don't leave right now, but we'll see you in a second. Oops. All right, everybody, welcome back to the next game. We got Spawn Point versus Rivals. It's your boy That Woo Brandon again up in the desk, and alongside we got Gundo with us. Could you then introduce the blue side for us on Spawn Point?
For sure, man. I got you once again. We're back in for the second game of the day. Spawn point at 8-1. All the rivals are trying to match up against the Get Money Boys since they lost the last game. But yeah, Rosebud's up there in the top lane for Spawn Point along SP Pillars. Avigor in the mid lane. SYV and Fear Zing down there in the bot side. And hold that thought because SYV is just in the worst spot of his life, already getting destroyed by this Darius over here in the top side. And now that's 400 gold going into his back pocket at the minute mark. So he's going to be feeling good after that one. You want to introduce the rivals over there on the other side?
Yep, we got El Zacho in the top lane going. Oh no, let me change this again, y'all. I just think they're just trying to, they're setting me up for failure right now. I think that's what's going on here. Because I'm over here having to move this around. But going back to it, we got iCopy in the top lane with Darius. We got iSight going Graves in the jungle. We got iSurge going to Nivea mid. And we got El Zacho going ADC bot with Ashe. And CB the Barbarian going Morgana support. And I mean, having that first blood and at throwing assist over to iSurge, as Graves, that's a great little start for you. You're able to pick up some items a lot quicker compared to the other side. But I mean, Udir's clear is going to be huge.
Yeah, their clear is going to be insane, but CB the Barbarian might have not wanted this fight at all. SP Pillars is here, locks up the Morgana already, and that's a kill going back to the side of SP. Spawn Point feeling pretty good after that one. iGavi on the top side still feeling pretty good, able to pressure around this Wukong here. Haven't used his potion already, but Fear Zing landing that Braum passive onto that Morgana, onto CB over there, was just able to lock him up instantly, so Morgana not expecting that one. And now El Zacho, you got a lot of early power with this Ashe here. Those auto attacking slows allow you to just do a lot of work there alongside that alongside that Morgana. You just have a lot of C in between that bot lane. So we'll see what they can get done down there on the bot side. Rosebuds is still level 1, but the Gromp is attacking him. So he almost goes down there against the Wukong, but Rosebuds does not commit entirely. It's still only at 1 CS here, so you can see that Darius is taking complete control of the lane on that top side.
I mean, Darius right now is super oppressive up in the top lane. Against a Wukong, they both have to go in to do their damage. El Zacho might be in trouble here, though.
Yeah, gets locked up here. The exhaust comes out. Fear Zing trying to look for some more. Lands the Braum passive. SYV is still able to get that Braum passive completed there. Locks him up. Gets that extra bit of damage. Ashe only has 2 CS on his bot side, so El Zacho is not feeling too bad. Avigor here locks up the Graves. Locks him up with the charm. Eyesight has to just get away here. They do not want that smoke against that Ari. iGabi still here, able to brawl very well against Rosebud. Takes the worst trade imaginable there against that Darius there. Almost lands the pool, but he misses there. Now on the bottom side, TV the Barbarian landing that Dark Binding there onto the Braum. Just going to get some extra damage here, but the lane states for the side of Rivals are kind of all over the place.
Yes, and I mean, I just want to put a focus on this Darius in the top lane because it can get really out of hand, and you don't think he can? He can take a lot of damage. That's the thing. Like with Darius, when he's fed, yes, he does a lot of damage. Yes, he's scary, but he can also take it a lot. So he's able to last a lot longer in these fights, and that's what you want because you want to get these 5 stacks on top of it. But down in the bot lane with Fearzing and Ziv, both of them, that's how you're going to be able to pop Braum's passive a lot faster by running a Jinx, by running an MF, as I said. Like that's what you want. You want to hit the proc over and over again because your job as Braum is just to jump on as many people as you can to hit your passive and then block for your ADC. So I mean, just from that side of it, it's gonna be really hard for the bot lane to kind of get back into it because Morgana does stop a lot of things with her bind, but not a lot of mobility compared to the side of Ziv and Fearzing.
Yeah, Zivin Veerzing might be able to do quite a bit, but SP Pillars does not want to go down there at all. He is targeting this top side. iGabi just healing so much with that Q there from the Darius. He misses the auto attacks, though. Cancels 2 of them. iGabi getting that restore there with the Triumph. SP Pillars just gets knocked down and knocked around. That's a double kill on the top side for iGabi. This Darius, if he wasn't fed after that first blood, now he's definitely feeling real good. 300 gold bounty, 3 kills in his pocket. 19 CS up on the Wukong. this top lane might just be the biggest snowball for the side of rivals.
Yeah, and I mean, if you got to let the side of rivals that they got to notice that okay, cool, top lane's popping off. Darius is gonna get huge. We got to support him and get him through all this. So just like how he got targeted there for the gank, I mean, he was 2v1, and just from him able to make it out of that, now he's got his whip, so that's gonna be even hurt a lot more to get his health back. In these fights up in the top lane as well. And with Darius, like you think he's down and then he lands a Q on you and there goes half his health back up. So they have to kind of, I think, gather around that. And Nivea's going to play pretty safe down in the mid lane. Like Graves is going to just start trying to clear. Like bot lane needs to just be careful and not let Ziv and Vierzing pop off and take control of it. Because with that going down, then you can play through you pretty much like a frontliner Igabi would play for Darius.
Yeah, be the sole frontliner for his team. You do have these two AD carries to stand behind, these two mages in Morgana and Anivia. If you can get them onto the races as well, you'll have that big, backline damage here. Igabi's still looking for more here. Locks up Rosebuds. Knows which one is the real one. Locks him up, but it's not going to be the most. You can see there. That Q plus auto just already chunking him quite a bit there. Has to use his pots just to try and stay healthy in this lane. Not to mention Darius is gonna be able to have perma prio of this lane with that blue buff there as well. So that kill going over to him from SP Pillars is not going to be beneficial for the Wukong here at all. No lane pressure, no lane control. Barely is able to get 10 CS back up onto that Wukong there. Still only. It's still about 10 CS down there, so the Darius is just going to continue to explode that lead up there, and we'll see what Igabi can do because at this stage he's been really set up to scale into the late game, become that big menace that a Darius is supposed to be. So at this point we'll see what he can do on that, but for now the gold is still dead even in this game.
Yeah, and the tough part is that if Udyr gets a little big and kind of farms up pretty well, he can definitely run this combo with Jinx and with Braum with them just getting on top of each other. Because once Braum's on top, I mean, once Udyr's on top of you, Braum hits you with a passive, and then there you go, like you're perma stunned forever. And throwing an Ari on top of that with a Wukong ult, like it's gonna be kind of tough if you get caught out later on with this, but I want to kind of focus attention on the mid lane because I mean Ari's moving around, lands the charm.
Oh, Abigor locks him up with the charm. Eyesight barely able to get the dash plus flash. Abigor over the wall finds the kill, just destroys Eyesight. Not able to do anything against that Ari. Would like to see him, dash away maybe from that Ari charm a little earlier. Not even let himself get hit by that. But at the end of the day, that was a solid play from Abigor there to make that play happen on the top side. So feeling real good there on that Ari. Still wanting to get some gold back into his team's favor. Igabi might be going down here. Rosebuds finds a solo kill, shuts down the Darius. Feeling real good after he got that Sheen into his pocket. Was able to get the amount of damage he needed down. And something you don't really expect is when those two Cyclones are hitting you from the Wukong, it just does so much sustained damage there. And we saw it there against Igabi.
And that's what I was literally right about to say was that, I mean, the double ult, like right there, you kind of sit there. I mean, Darius is huge and you have that mindset. You're like, yeah, I'm kind of a beast right now, but you really got to watch out.
Yeah, you got to watch out. That Enchanted Crystal Arrow there from Elzacho is not able to do much there, but he does have those slowing auto attacks. This is what we mentioned at the start of the game. CB the Barbarian finds the auto. One more will do it. Elzacho already finds one. Fearzing might be in a bad spot as well. The volleys just slow up these carries so much. They cannot get away, and you saw that kill there coming out from Elzacho and CB the Barbarian just making that happen. Just so much CC in between this bot lane.
And how the tide is flipped, all sums down for this side of SP. Both Jinx and Braum, both Fearzing and Ziv, both don't have their summoners now. So later on, it could be a little bit in trouble when they're pushing up and having this control back into the lane because Elzacho and CB the Barbarian played it perfectly on that chase right there. Because, I mean, even though Elzacho is exhausted, he held on to his heal just to where it was at the end for him to give him a little speed boost for him to pick up that kill off Ziv.
Yeah, it allowed him to build that extra space, gap close a little bit easier. But for now, the side of SP still feeling pretty good. Still dead even gold here for these two teams. Not to mention the dragon is in their favor. So, if they can continue to stack those up, if they can continue to, muster up these objectives, line them up, get themselves set up for the later stages of the game, going into this Anivia and these other big carries on the side of rivals might not be so hard when you do have all these flanking champions and divers to go in with the Wukong. So we'll see if they can get that done. But for now, the side of SP might be losing their top laner here. Rosebuds is getting low. Those red buff auto attacks to flash E there from iGabi locks him up. The Demacian standard is just going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. Excuse me, that's not the Demacian standard. That's Noxian supremacy or something like that. Anyway, Darius is able to do a whole lot of damage, as we just saw. Almost kills off Rosebuds, but he gets away barely at the end of that play there.
Yeah, supremacy, greatness. Oh, we all know what he does. It's all good. That's the ult that goes in the flying. Almost picks it up. I think if he would have got his 5th stack on that, he might have been able to kill them on the bleed, just because that bleed is so, like, it just lasts forever. Like, you think you're fine, and then you're still sitting there trying to back, and you can't, because you're constantly taking his bleed from Darius landing that 5th stack on you. Because he did pull his ult. He tried getting it there because he knew that he was going to go into the tower, but there's a little fight down here, 3v2.
Yeah, it's a 3v2, and CB cannot get away at all. This Morgana's turned to dust out on the bot side. Rosebuds is still looking for some more fight here on the top side, but is just going to be able to clear the wave. In the meanwhile, Abicor is trying to find a solo kill onto Ice Surge. A lot of damage goes down, but he is going to be able to turn him into an egg here. Still has that Ignite available, some extra dashes there with the Spirit's Rush. We'll see if he can get it done, and he does. Abicor picks up another kill for himself, and he's been silently pressuring this mid lane as well as the other sides of the map. Picked up the kill earlier against Graves. Now gets that solo kill in the mid lane. So feeling pretty good here at the 10-minute mark. Not to mention the rest of the SP is able to pick up that dragon on the backside of that.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, let's kind of look at this Ari right now, because I mean, the Ari and Ivia matchup, like the second you get hit with the charm, like that's the thing. Ari does damage if you hit everything. The second you miss your Q, the second you miss a charm, like you need to use your ult to get out of there. You need to get your ult to do that. But, I mean, Abicor has been able to play it very well, especially with picking up Ludens right now. Going to add a lot more pressure to Anivia, who wants to play the long game. Can't really do it because, I mean, Ori's orbs go so far. And with this Luden pickup, able to pick up some of these minions, it'll just hit the passive will proc and then jump over onto Ice Surge. So he's just got to get out of this landing phase, really. And Ice Surge just got to be able to farm up, because then Anivia can really do a lot by keeping them in place. Once you land a bind with Morgana from CB the Barbarian, you then put Ice Surge's ult down, like it's a lot of CC to slow you. It won't keep you there, but it'll slow you for a while.
Yeah, meanwhile here on the top side, Agabi and Rosebuds are just in a brawl, and so far Rosebuds has been winning out on that one. And something I want to point out here, while we're watching this Wukong dying, Eyesight might be able to take him out at the end of the day. Collateral damage barely takes him out. The red buff is going to finish him off, and Ari picks up another solo kill in the mid lane. Abigor is on fire here, and that Luden's Echo doing tons of work for him. El Zacho missing out on that Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Now they're going to be able to find some extra damage here. The Dark Binding is going to come out and whiffs onto everybody else. CB the Barbarian is able to get away barely. Now going to get locked up, uses the Zonias, and that's going to be a second kill picked up for Ziv on that bot side.
Yeah, and sadly for the side of CB Barbarian, using that stopwatch, I mean, at that point, you have 3 people on top of you, an Udyr and a Braum, with a Jinx following up. Like, you're not going to get away on that. Like, that's tough. Like, maybe even if he almost had flash up, maybe he was waiting for it by popping the hourglass and it would pop up. But, I mean, on that one, it's just kind of take your loss right there and kind of move on from it, just so that you have that stopwatch later on for another fight. And as I said before, with the pairing of Fearzing and SP Pillars, both running Udyr and the Braum, like, once they're on top of you, you can't get away. And that's just the hard part, especially with Exhaust being run on him.
Oh, yeah, especially with that Exhaust, but especially with this big Udyr running at you and the Jinx, getting the excitedness off of all of that. And now they're able to pick up 2 more kills here, 3 more, as another kill has been obtained in the mid lane. Abigor just decimating Ice Surge against him, not able to even let him breathe. That's 4 kills now, 3 solo kills for that Ari. I got to give credit where credit is due, man. And now Abigor, very, very strong on this Ari as well. So the side of SP over here, Spawn Point have been doing their due diligence, know how to continue to snowball this game, and they're making it look really easy here. So we'll see if they can continue that on. 6K gold in their favor. Now going into the 15-minute mark, we'll see what else they can get done.
And I mean, playing with this Braum, like it's you can see the 2 differences pretty much back from last game and this game on how Braum can pretty much go around and play. But like, if he has these assists, if he's able to do this, the tough part is when he throws up his unbreakable wall. Like, El Zacho just throws his ult and gets picked up instantly. So you can't even get the slow from that to get them off of you just because he's holding on to it. And as soon as he sees the arrow fly, he's like, oh, I'm going to throw it up because he's just waiting for it to go there. Even with the bind as well. You throw that up when a bind hits, like you're good and you're still moving. So, I mean, very strong pickup into both Morgana and Ashe right now. So that's pretty good for the side of them. But I still think Rivals still has a way out of it. They just got to get out of this laning phase. Like, they're just too powerful. Like, they got to start hitting these. They got to start pushing towers and start moving around. Like, I think that would be able to help them get their footing a little bit better and play through this Darius. I mean, he was already 3-0. You might as well take him and go jump bot lane or do something else like that. Like, start trying to spread it around.
Yeah, for sure. You got to get this Darius out onto the map alongside the rest of his team. There's just a lot of CC here on the side of Rivals. So if you can get that onto those priority targets, onto that Jinx, onto that Ahri, you can lock them down. There goes all your damage. But for now, the rest of the side of Spawn Point here don't want to give an inch. And now that Enchanted Crystal arrow is going to land, El Zacho gets locked up here. He's not able to do anything at all. That's a whole lot of bursts coming out already. 2 kills already to the side of Spawn Point over there. SP Pillar just stuck against the wall in a hard place. But he is going to stay alive. That Udyr just runs away. Does not even get a chance to go down there. Was not even a doubt in his mind that he would survive. And now the rest of Spawn Point here are able to pick up those 2 kills, push down this mid lane. iGobby trying to do his hardest, trying to do his damnness to try and make something happen here, but they do get knocked up. Abigor is able to find a little bit extra damage. Those pot shots coming in from the Jinx as well. Eyesight on the bot side, not able to do anything against Rosebuds. And they pick up a 3rd kill here on the bot side. Spawn Point are feeling very, very good at this 16-minute mark.
I mean, it's hard to go against so much CC as you're saying, especially when it's like 2v3 right there in the mid lane. Like, you're just going to throw charms out. You're going to throw Qs out. I mean, even Fearsing threw his ult out right there to try and get iGobby just before. Like, they know that he's like really the biggest one on the team. So they're like, all right, we're going to put all our resources to it. Come pick up this drag and then move on with this gold because the gold lead is now sitting at a solid 8K with 3 drags, up 9 kills. Like, it's a really big mountain to climb right now, Gundo. Like, there's not as much a lot of light in this one that I can kind of see from the side of other than the side of SP, like of Spawn Point, just kind of choking and taking these fights where they think that they're super big and then them getting out of position and being able to play off of it because they have these bounties on top of them.
Yeah, the only way out is a way in, right? So we'll see if Rivals can find that way in. For now, though, they've just been bleeding left and right. 3 towers to 1, 3 dragons in the lead. Got them both Rift Heralds, and now they still have that available for use onto one of the inhibitor towers or even one of these tier 2s that are still left standing. But the rest of Spawn Point are very, very strong. Each member here almost having a bounty except for their Wukong and the Braum. Almost is that secret agent down there is Fear Zing. So we'll see if we can make that scoreline happen, the 007. But for now, all these guys have finished their mythics. You see that Cosmic Drive picked up for the Ahri as well. She's going to be spamming out those charms. And honestly, I like the adaptation here for going towards this Ludens instead of, the usual Everfrost that we do see now on most of these mid lane control mages. I mean, you even see it there on the Ice Surge on that Anivia. So I like the adaptation here, but it is just you're just able to do a whole lot when you are ahead. You're able to go for these options on your carries. And speaking of these options on the carries, you really don't have any here for the bot side of Rivals here. The Ashe still has not finished her first mythic. Morgana as well, not even finishing her first item. iGobby will be locked up here as well. Abigor just dashing left and right, and is going to go down at the end of the day. Fearsing steals that one away, but again, there's just too much here for the side of Rivals to really make a dent on the side of Spawn Point.
And that's what I literally right about to say that because Jinx Ziv just finished the second item. Like, just before you said he just bought it, and I was like, oh man, like, this is in trouble for El Zacho. Doesn't have his first item. It's going to be really hard to kind of go this way, but I can kind of imagine him going Kraken Slayer right now just to kind of burst through these big frontline that they have with Udyr, Braum, and Wukong. But we'll see how it kind of goes this way. With the Herald being dropped right now in mid, a lot of pressure coming in.
Yeah, a whole lot of pressure onto the base of Rivals here. Still not able to take down this Rift Herald. They have the push available. They do have a Jinx. Rosebud is trying to find in. Finds the Cyclone onto two. But Ziv is flashing in. He's trying to look for these kills. He's trying to get excited. He already found one. Abigor picks up the first one to get Ziv on his feet and moving. But for now, that's all that's gonna be taken here at the 20-minute mark. They're just gonna look for this Baron here. They do have the damage to do it. They have the aura. They have the Jinx. Not to mention these big beefy boys in between the jungle and support. So we'll see if they end up opting in for it, as they are one man up against this Morgana who has just been recently killed. This Baron is going to get started here, so we'll see if they make it happen.
I mean, from the side of Spawn Point, they have the damage. They're just going to melt this straight away. They walk over there like this is going to be the final charge for them. Because no matter what, in a minute 40, they were going to fight for Soul Point. On the side of Rivals, that was their only way, is to stall out the Soul. Because once they get Soul, like it's kind of icing on the cake right now. Because you're sitting at an 11k gold lead. 5-2 on towers, 3 drags up. It's really tough for the side of Rivals right now. I mean, we don't like the ADC just finished, got Gale Force. I mean, probably to move around and trying to not get caught out with the CC. So that's another pickup that he could have gone that way. We have the Zonias in the support, so you're able to pop the ult with Morgana and then also be able to live through it. I mean, you have things that can work together, but it's just the level difference. The level difference is what's really going to be hard, because you can unleash everything onto some of these people, but I mean, Abigor's level 14 compared to the lowest is 9 on the side of Rivals.
Yeah, that's a 5-level difference there. And honestly, it's just been so much good play here coming out from the side of Abigor. It just melts out the support, not even giving him a chance there. Now he's looking for more blood here. The Graves is behind him. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out, but it does not land. We'll see if Abigor can make his way out of this one. He does have the fancy feet. He's going to get rooted up now with the Everfrost. El Zacho picks up the first one. Cyclone into the backline by Rosebuds. Igabi gets locked up as well, and the guys are just here from the side of Spawn Point. They're continuing in. SP Pillars flashes in over the wall, tries to make this one happen, picks up another kill, and this might very well be the game, Brandon. They looked and they made it happen, not even giving them a chance to breathe after that Baron was taken. They want to make this one end at 22 minutes here, and they could very well make it happen. Igabi and CB the Barbarian are going to try to do their damnedest to try and make this one happen. Igabi now in between 3 members, gets the Noxian guillotine there, does not make any damage go out, but that's going to be the big dub here coming out from Spawn Point to secure themselves an even spot with the other side of the bracket. They're feeling real good here, ending their season at 9-1. Once they do end up killing that Nexus, are taking their sweet time and doing that one. But yeah, they are going to take the win here. Rivals will stay at 4-6. Spawn Point will move up to 9-1 and tie up the day here with Lean Smokers on the same side of the bracket. And they're going to be feeling real good going into playoffs after this one.
Yeah, and I mean, we just saw just two very controlling games at the end. Like at the end, like you can just see the bounties lined up for the side of Spawn Point. Like it's tough once in League right now, especially how the meta is. Once people start rolling, you don't stop. And that's what this season has been a part of, is just craziness, because once you let some people start getting a little bit out of hand, and it could be like 1 or 2 kills here and there, and there's someone's already online, someone's already ready to start going. So it just takes coordination and a little bit more execution onto the side of Rivals, I believe, to then spread out the Darius. Because I mean, yeah, he could sit up there, farm all day and get big and go that way, but your bot lane's in trouble, your mid lane needs a little bit of help to get Abigor down, like your jungle's going this way. So like I think just a little bit more execution, and it's really tough when not a lot of lanes are winning it out like that. To just play. I mean, great game to start off with and how it's going. Great 2 games we got to watch. Very exciting for a bit. And, I'm glad that this kind of went down against these guys for week 10. Great showing out from both sides. Do you have any last words for everybody before we head out of here?
Just want to mention this playoff picture once again. The side of the Vastaya conference is going to end up here looking pretty solid here. Able to just make that last game look easy for the top 2 teams for the Vastaya conference over there. They're going to end their season looking pretty good. Now, SP is going to end up at 9-1. Lean is going to end up at 9-1. So the head-to-head there, I'm not too sure who gets it. But for now, Get Money Boys and Rivals are going to be in that mid spot. So the last 2 spots were taken up by them. They will be moving into that lower side against GSM and Glacial Esports over there on the other side. So maybe they can make something happen against those guys. But for now, They're looking pretty rough there going into the playoffs. They're looking like they're gonna have a rough time. So maybe some draft adaptations or maybe some individual mechanic upgrades that they're gonna have to do. Spam some solo queue to get back into these. But for now, uh, lean lean smokers and spawn point are looking very good going into the playoffs. So if they can continue that momentum forward, they can very well surprise some people, come out hot right out the gate, and hopefully they end up doing it because I want to see an exciting playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we saw like two teams right there even playing with SPs and then also back with the side of Lean Smokers. I mean, both great playouts there. And in playoffs, it should be exciting. I mean, when you got teams playing at high caliber and even teams fighting back against this high caliber, like you never know what's going to happen because it's playoffs. Once playoffs come, who knows? I mean, we know March Madness. We know any other tournament. Like any tournament there, like there's upsets, there's exciting moments, there's great plays. So stick to it with us. Come back again. Come back to get wrecked. Like watch all the playoffs that are about to erupt this next couple of days and end of the weekend. So we'll see y'all then. This is That Woo Brandon alongside
Gundo.
and we will see y'all later. Thank you guys for showing up.